Hi, welcome to episode 174 of your favorite daily podcast, A Couple of Things, a podcast about things. Today, I had a random memory of something relating to ankle chains, and I'm going to talk about that. So, today, I remembered when I was in university and my dad got me an ankle chain. So, I think I was wearing like beaded ankle chains then, and he was like, "This is Raz." And so he bought me a silver one because then I hated gold because it looked weird to me. But anyway, that has nothing to do with the story. My dad bought me an ankle chain, and so I was wearing it around, of course, and people were asking me in school that how can I be wearing ankle chain? I've become a bad girl, I've spoiled, whatever, whatever. And then I'll just be like, oh, my dad bought it for me. And then they're like, oh, okay. And then it was fine. All of a sudden, it was perfectly okay that I was wearing ankle chains. And it just made me remember so many other scenarios where I would do something and everybody would be like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing that?" But then when I'm like, oh, my dad bought it, or my dad said I could. And then now that I got married, it's like, oh, my husband is fine with it. And then everybody's like, oh, okay. And I was so annoyed because like, so I can't like things, I can't choose to do things that I want to do. Like, there has to be a man in my life that is permitting and allowing me to do whatever it is that I want to do for it to be okay. Interesting. I also, this talking about this just now also made me remember when we were in Lagos and someone just knocked on our door, and I went to open the door because I was in the living room, my husband was in his room, and I opened the door and the person said to me, "Go and call your dad." That was the first thing they said to me. I'm just like, what? I'm so confused. What? And then I was like, I don't understand. And then he said, or your husband. And I'm just like, what? I was like, that was one of the most confounding moments of my life. Until today, I still don't understand what was happening. So you knocked on my door. I opened the door. And the first thing out of this person's mouth was, go and call your father. And then, or your husband. I was just like, wow. So as I am like this, as a human being, I cannot communicate. I can't talk. It was a very mind-blowing thing. And this is not the first time I've experienced something like that, or that wasn't the first time I had experienced something like that. But every time I encounter it, it's so shocking to me still, that it still shocks me that like people, for some reason, especially men, in my experience, do not think, do not like, they frown or don't want to talk to me or whatever until I'm like, oh, my husband said or my father said. And it is so irritating. To be honest, I haven't experienced it as much recently, but just remembering it today, I was so annoyed, and I was just thinking about all the different ways that this thing comes up and happens in our lives and in our experiences. And I'm sure that if everyone, I can probably relate with this. But anyway, I don't know. This is not really going anywhere. But this was just a random story that I remembered that triggered this thought of how women just go through so much. It just living, even from small decisions in your life, like, oh, I want to wear ankle chain, to big decisions like I want to buy a car or I want to go and do PhD or whatever. We're just going through a lot. But yeah, thank you for listening to my random rants today. Bye. Thank you for listening to today's episode of A Couple of Things. If there was anything you found interesting or insightful, or you enjoyed the episode, please do share to someone or multiple people. Like, leave a comment, and definitely do subscribe and all the nice things. Bye.